Hey, whoop-de-doo.
Sometimes it's the cause of contention, but other times it's genuinely funny how delusional YG stans are. Like, they sincerely feel like G-Dragon of all people would be a household name in America, but he's just not because he doesn't want to be. This genuinely brings me laughter because no, the hell he would not be. First of all, he's Asian. Asian people in Western media are drastically different than those in Eastern Asian media. It is only now, within the last 5 years, largely due to BTS's global popularity, that Asian people in Western media are being given more autonomy. And even then, a lot of time it's half-white Asians, because that proximity to whiteness is so important. Second of all, his music sucks. It sucked then, and it sucks now. K-pop fans and idols were not raised on hip-hop and rap, and that's evident by their atrocious ear for rap music. Some of y'all will accept literally anything with enough hype. For the sound that was popular, while G-Dragon was first starting out, he didn't make that, and he wouldn't stand out for being different, like Kanye West did because he's not musically innovative enough. Or at all. You're insane if you think the mass American public would be buying his CDs and music in bulk. The same G-Dragon that's built his career on appropriation to the point of being so out of touch with his actions to this day that he remixed Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, a diss track literally about the appropriation and commodification of African American culture from literally everyone who consumes media. And before one of you uncultured few tries to dispute it, yes, Kendrick was talking about the appropriation of African American culture. He was talking about Drake cosplaying an African American, because even black people outside of the culture emulate it, literally fabricating the stereotypical rapper's background to seem cool. Kendrick said, "You're not a colleague. You're a colonizer. What's being colonized? African American rap culture. It's wordplay, people." And I clarify this because a lot of people think Kendrick was only calling Drake a predator. No, it was more than that. The same G-Dragon who did blackface while dressing up as the rap icon and legend wordsmith. Andre 3000, the one and only 3 stacks from Outkast for you. Cultureless few, Andre 3000 is an American musical treasure. That's the equivalent of him doing that with J. Cole today. G-Dragon maybe could have gotten away with that on Saturday Night Live, but not just for fun, not just because. And especially not for Vogue magazine. There has never, ever been a demand from short, pencil-thin, bird-chested Asian men cosplaying Black Americans who make music that sounds the way Chicken Scratch looks. Without doing any further elaboration on my part, if I said that, despite the insane exposure twice, Blackpink and especially BTS has given K-pop the industry won't be taken seriously on a global scale, and will remain being treated like an Asian fetishized run trend by Korea boos. Because the industry lacks Blasians, African Americans, people K-pop fans deem as too old to even debut, and genuine music artists. Would you just get it? Or should I explain what I mean? Speaking of commodities, I think Katseye is going to be known as yet another girl group that could have been, like Blackpink or Little Mix. They're going to go on to have successful careers. I'm certain Scooter Braun is going to make sure of that, but I question and doubt that they'll have fulfilling and/or industry-defining careers like their fans think they will as a group. If Katseye were a K-pop group, them even existing would qualify them as industry-defying, but they're not. They're an American-based Western pop group, and that means something different. That means the fight to be relevant is a lot harder, because groups aren't as normalized or in high demand. And instead of making the absolute most of their current hype by also giving them music that could imprint on generations for decades, to the rare likes of TLC in the same way BTS will, when Katseye and their labels are completely capable of doing so, they're gonna squeeze out as much money as possible as quickly as possible. Do you get what I mean? A musician who's successful is like Selena Gomez. However, a musician like Taylor Swift and her work are far more than just successful. Katy Perry is a successful musician, but acts like Beyoncé and her work are way beyond just successful. NewJeans are, or were, a successful K-pop group. BTS is way beyond just a successful K-pop group. They only found noteworthy popularity after putting out a rage-bait title track that fans have forced themselves to listen to, all on their second EP after they didn't get the same results from their first EP that was the perfect definition of pop genericism. Their music is not going to get better because their music is unimportant when it comes to quick and easy money. If the quality of Katseye's music mattered, it'd be a priority right now, and within the last year, during their most formative years, not later when hype has potentially died down. All the icons saying people need to give Katseye time to find their sound, when their sound isn't even organic and comes from producers who've been planning Katseye as a group for at least 3 years now. Sounds stupid. They're not looking for a sound to find one. Hybe and Geffen have already decided what their sound is, and that's generic with a sprinkle of rage bait sea shanties, while they endorse products more than they promote and create music. At this point, those women are glorified influencers with the way Hybe and Geffen always have them selling products to their audience. To their young, impressionable, and mimetic audience. All Katseye had to do was be conventionally attractive with a defining look, and people were quick to copy them. Y'all see how fast people started doing straight brows after seeing Minot's? And seeing people copy Minot inspired other people to join in as well. Their label recognized how immediate y'all were to mimic the Katseye members and ran with it. If audiences are obsessively quick to do something like change their physical appearance to be more like someone else, their management could sell y'all rocks and y'all would act like they're diamonds. Don't y'all know that's how K-pop companies actually make money? Not with music. They got y'all out here acting crazy over photo cards, pictures of strangers you could just print off yourself much easier. The most recognition Katseye has gotten as a group is for a Gap ad, which endorsements helped increase sales by 7%. 7%. That's insane. And while that's great at face value, that is temporary. Why in the world would their labels spend time, effort, and money into shaping them into actual music artists when they can make millions peddling y'all music that's gonna age faster than a meth head's teeth? Y'all have already shown Hybe and Geffen that no matter the music, if the women are skinny and pretty enough, with enough money in PR, they do not have to commit to actual music. All they gotta do is choreograph a quirky enough dance, and y'all are gonna stream whatever they put out no matter what, like Blackpink. How could Katseye not have a bad solo fan issue within their fandom when their own label do not take them as a music group seriously? I feel like a natural response from audiences would be to pick which member they like the most, and simply follow the group due to their solo support of that single member, on the edge of their seat for the single member they like to put out independent work. I am not surprised that Daniela, one of the most popular members from the beginning, and the only white girl in the group, meaning the most palatable one, despite being one of the weaker singers in the group, was the first to be allowed to work separately from Katseye and with an already well-established artist at that. Katseye is a girl group who sells people things and makes music on the side. And I don't say that to devalue the Katseye members at all. I blame their label and their fans. Katseye is not like a K-pop group due to the trainee system, because really all entertainment industry's training system is like K-pop's. What they do isn't actually one of a kind. No matter the industry, if there's a pop group backed by a label, especially a major label being pushed into the mainstream, the likelihood that they've trained in a similar way to Katseye is high. Katseye is like K-pop groups because they're manufactured in the exact same way, just through a superficial typecast Gen Z Western lens. This is the exact same methodology that makes K-pop groups so easily replaceable within their industry. Endorsements don't give anyone industry longevity. Katseye don't like their music, a lot of their fans don't like their music, and their label doesn't take the musical aspect of their career seriously. All the things Katseye are doing that doesn't involve putting out objectively good quality music makes for a good time, not a long time. And like I said, I'm sure they're going to be successful, but their labels and their fans are wasting the opportunity for them to be so much more. This is fast fame. I'll be genuinely shocked if Katseye make it to the average 7 years a K-pop group does, without breaking up, disbanding, or going inactive, and I'll be astonished and astounded if Katseye make it past 7 years as a whole unified group with the same hype they have now at least.